Everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie.
It's a spoil.
Everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
All right, people. All right. Alright, let me take the cookie song off. Y'all better be in the building. Listen. Y'all better be in the building. Happy Saturday. There we go. Y'all let me know that y'all can hear me and see me as you guys come in. Let me get the mic right there. Let me pop my collar, fix my collar. Alright. Can y'all hear me and see me good? It is Saturday, people. It is Saturday, and we got these celebrities to roast, baby. Maybe your favorite celebrity or even your unfavorite celebrity. I don't give a damn. We will be going in on them, and we will be talking about them. Point blank in a period. All right, can y'all hear me and see me? All right. Y'all said y'all miss me. Oh, I miss you too, boo-boo. All right, we seen you here good. Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and put that down. All right, first things first, people, I need to let y'all know that this show is sponsored by Monetize Your Mouth. Monetize your mouth. Monetize your mouth. All right, make sure you got your ticket to my 5-night live webinar where I will be showing you how to do YouTube, baby. Look at it like a 5-night class of YouTube 101. Baby, if you need to get your channel back on track, we will be talking about that. And most importantly, we will be talking about how to get to that money, the money, the fucking bank roll, okay, which is the whole reason why we do this shit here. Make sure you get your tickets. The link is in the live chat, and it will be pinned in the comments below after this live ends, along with all of the other sponsors tonight, baby. Listen, we need to monetize our mouth. You down there using that mouth for everything else, why not get no money off of it? Once again, like I said, the link is in the live chat. Now, with that being said, first things first, we gotta bring in Dickless Cannon, Confused Cannon, Weak Cannon, Corny Cannon, Ain't Shit Cannon, Ain't Shit Ass Nigga Cannon, Narcissistic Cannon, Idiot Cannon, fake ass wannabe poly ass nigga Cannon, whatever you want to call him. We're bringing Nick Cannon into the office because he got stolen from. You know, we talked about the story earlier this week when the accountant ran off with the $2 million. And for a man that's around here with 5 jobs, nothing in every light-skinned bitch that he can find, as well as calling himself some kind of leader, we don't understand how he did not see $2 million leaving his account, being siphoned out of his account. And now that he had lost that $2 million, now he's finally round here exploiting his baby mothers and all of those children, that's what he had them children for anyway. He had all them children because he was going to use their life force. He was going to use it for blood, for bone marrow, whatever it was. If his ass got sick, I still believe the nigga sick. He do always look tired. Nicholas Cannon, you always look tired. Now, do you look tired because you work all those jobs, or do you look tired, baby, because that lupus is sucking all the life force out of you? Which is it, nigga? Because I would think you would use your platforms to be around here advocating for health and not spreading your seed, knowing that you sick as hell as you. Anyway, listen, I'm not gonna go in on that. You know, Nick is Nick, and Nick gonna be Nick. But you know, Nick really has perpetuated himself as a leader and an alpha over the years, and women gotta submit to him and submit. And ladies, I want to let you know that sometimes when you submit, sometimes you submit to a nigga like this, and you submit to failure, you submit to ignorance, you submit to blindness, you submit to sickness, you submit to a nigga that don't even have control of his own business. Sir, you didn't even know them checks was being written up out of your account, and not a white man that ran off to Africa with your money. But you such a motherfucking leader the same way that VH1 ran off with Wild 'N Out when you said that you owned it. You said you was a boss. You said you ran shit. But just like when you was with Mariah, you didn't run shit but your mother. Your mouth. That's just what it is. Nicholas Cannon, most of all, we brought you into the office this week to give you a little slice of humble pie. You don't know everything. You are not in control of your own self, nor are you even in control of your family. You're barely in control of your health. Don't let a six-pack fool you. That nigga still look tired as hell, just like I said. Nigga look like he been eating from the inside out. But, you know, I just figured he would spend his time trying to get his health together and not trying to run around with every biracial chick in Hollywood. Anyway, with that being said, it's time for you to sit down, Nicholas. It's time for you to pay attention to your children, Nicholas. It's time for you to try to salvage this mess of a family. Is this even a family? You got all them damn kids everywhere. And another thing, too, Nicholas, stop lying on your daughter. Stop lying on Monroe, nigga. You got on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. Both of y'all two peas in a pod. Can we just call a thing a thing? Look at that. Nick Cannon on Club Shay Shay was like watching two bad fathers in a room together. Like, I don't want to call them deadbeats because they pay their child support, I guess. But it's just like we're watching two horrible fathers sit there and try to like, you know, you was that bad, but I wasn't that bad. Okay, well, you did this, but I did that. You beat their ass 10 times. I only beat their ass 9 times. Like, it just gave just bad parenthood. And these are the same kind of niggas that when they end up in a nursing home and they old age and don't none of their kids come and see them, they be so surprised and shocked and don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we talk about it? Can we talk about the fact that the way you treat people in your younger years, in your youth, in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, it really sets the tone for how your kids and your family turn around and treat your ass when you get old. Nick Cannon has been running around here saying that these women need to get on his program, but let's just be real. The nigga been failing and falling short ever since he left Mariah. I'm just gonna call it what it is, Nick. You was best when you was carrying Mariah's purse and her luggage. Ever since then, you just been an ancient ass nigga. It started with all the tattoos. It started with you constantly trying to do rap. It started with you changing religions. You'd have been a Jewish person, a Muslim, a Indian, back to African. You ran away from the Dr. Sabi shit because the Illuminati told you they was gonna kill your punk ass. You done been everything except your motherfucking self. Do you even know yourself anymore and who you is, Nicholas? Now you run around here telling DDG that he can't see his child when, I mean, your kids don't even know each other. I got off track from what I was saying, but let me get back on that. When Monroe, you know, Mariah Carey's child, you know, because you was actually married to Mariah, so that's your ex-wife. That ain't your baby mama. She don't get caught up in that bullshit that you created after you left her because you claimed you was creating legacy. And you created nothing but loserry, mediocrity. We gonna see how these kids turn out when they get grown, but I guarantee we gonna see all kinds of documentaries on how these kids suffer because they couldn't see their daddy. They didn't have no time for their daddy. They couldn't be around their damn daddy. You know, but this is the person that y'all want to follow, y'all. This is the person that say you need to get in line. This is the person that say you need to be submissive. Don't even know what race, ethnicity, or damn religion he want to damn be. This the same one that said his mama looked just like Mariah Carey. Then we saw his mama. Shout out to the mama, but we was just like, she's beautiful, but she's clearly black. She don't look like Mariah Carey. So you tried to say you had a white mama or a mixed mama. You tried to say you was a Jewish person, a Muslim person, a Christian person, a fake ass spiritualist. You tried to say you was Asian at one point. Remind me of somebody else. Anyway, with that being said, Nicholas Cannon, confused Cannon, narcissistic Cannon, and damn near now broke Cannon after that white man that ran off to Africa with your $2 million. This should give you some humbling that you desperately need. It's time to sit your ass. Well, I was going to say sit your ass down. You can't sit your ass down because you got 50 children to tend to. You got 50 hoes to keep happy because as soon as you stop paying them bills, baby, the interviews are going to be interviewing. Baby, the exposés are going to come out and all your business is going to hit the streets. I'm letting you know, Nick. I'm letting you know straight into this camera. You better do whatever you got to do to keep making money to keep all these women happy because as soon as that money run out, baby, we are going to learn all about your business, all about your sexual escapades. We even going to learn about that time when you was wearing that skirt sitting up over Kill. Or we going to talk about when you had on that cheerleading uniform and you was all over Kill like this and then old girl walked in and y'all was like this in the bed. We going to talk about allegedly. Allegedly. But you know, you already been brought to your knees once before. Just waiting to see if that money ran out and that money goes short. You're gonna be back on your knees again. All right. Now, moving right along from that. How y'all doing in the chat? How y'all doing in the chat, people? How y'all doing in the chat? All right. How y'all doing in the chat? Listen, shout out to Nicholas Cannon. Now, we got some bills to pay, people. Now, shout out to Ray Lee Benson, who is a sponsor of today's video. Okay, she is an author that wrote a few different books, baby. It's a whole lot of authors in the black community, baby. We be writing, and we be getting it in, okay? So 3 stories that you guys can actually find. Available at the link right there on the screen, but the link will be in the pinned comments for all the sponsors tonight. Okay, so she wrote 3 books. You want to escape into the world of Ray Lee Benson, where love is never simple. Book number 1, Married to the Enemy. To save her family's empire, she makes a deal with the ruthless billionaire, the one she refuses to trust or fall for. Accidentally His, a small town superfan crashes into her celebrity obsession and ends up entangled in his scandal-filled world. And last but not least, Tempted in the Vineyard. At a picture-perfect wedding gone wrong, one rebellious bridesmaid and her dangerously charming date turn a single night into unforgettable trouble. Okay, shout out to Ray Lee Benson. This sounds like some juicy love novels right there, baby. Y'all know I love me some juicy love novels. Now, next, we got to talk about Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay, she's still online crying and snotting and talking about Lemmy and what Lemonhead did to her and what Lemonhead do, but she had no problem when it was her bashing them girls' heads into the ground, when it was her intimidating and bullying these girls. And Johson, I'm right here to let you know, you might have thought you got away with that, but baby girl, you haven't. Okay, do not put the name of her app in the chat, because she ain't paid for no full free advertisement, and the motherfucker gonna block me. So since you gonna block me, we gonna talk about you, girl. We gonna talk about you. But I'm here to let you know, Jocelyn, that the grandmama is the baby. Did you know that the grandmama is the baby? By the way, congratulations on your pregnancy with your hubba. But I'm here to let you know, Damelo, I'm here to let you know, I don't wanna fuck. Yeah. I don't know why you blocked me, but I'm here to let you know, you might have thought you got away with the way you was treating them girls, but you ain't. You might think that on this new app that you got, that you finna turn a new leaf and you finna, just kind of step back and not be beating up on everybody like that. Baby, you ain't, your milk ain't clean either. So I want to let you know, I don't give a damn what you do and what you say, baby. If Lemmy go down, you going down too. If Lemmy go down, you going down too. If Lemmy go down, you going down too, okay? We ain't gonna talk about how, you used to invite girls, a certain girl. Let's get into it. Since you talked about him and Janisha's relationship and Scotty's relationship, what about the fact when you invited old girl up into the room on Johson's Cabaret? I believe it was season 3. I'm not going to say the name. I'm just going to tell y'all the story, okay? The story is, it was Jocelyn, Ballistic in the house, and all the girls, right? Nobody was allowed in her room. Her room was like upstairs, like on the top floor, but nobody was allowed in there. It was in their contracts. If you come in her room, you automatically fired and you automatically going home. And you don't get your check. Because the way Zeus pay you, they pay you in thirds. And if you don't complete everything, you don't get your check. Like, that is in the contract, okay? Number 1, number 2, number 3, right? But this particular night, you was feeling yourself, you was feeling horny, you was feeling yourself. So you invited one particular girl into the room with you and Ballistic. Okay, and even when she said, but I thought we couldn't go in your room, and you told her, nah, girl, it's okay, come in here, girl. I want you to come in here, girl. Come in here with me and my man, me and my hubby, okay? And she said that when she got in that room with you and Ballistic, although your skin was glistening and glittery and shining, that baby, you had a stank on you. I shouldn't describe it as a stank or stench, but what was told to me was that you smell very musky and masculine. So I don't know if your ass is on a testosterone But nonetheless, baby, they said your body odor was giving very much Melly Man. That's what the people said. So I just want to let you know all your activities that you did with the girls behind the scenes. When you told them girls on season 4, oh, this never aired, by the way. When you told them girls on season 4, when they tried to come back on the show, you told them to get on their knees and kiss your motherfucking feet before you let them on camera. You told them girls to get on, you told black women to get on their knees and to kiss and suck your feet and your nasty stank ass toes. Remember when you had them girls in that audition room on season 4 in New York and the whole room smelled like fish and must? And y'all didn't even have no air conditioner, no AC in there for them girls. And you put them girls in a Holiday Inn like they was $2 hoes. Let's really talk about it, Jocelyn. So you want all this bad to come for Lemon, and we don't support Lemon Head over here. But just know, everything that he done, baby, you right behind him. You are no different. Your reckoning is, I like the music, but your reckoning is coming for you too. Now, what I also heard is that when you invite the girls to your house, to your condo down there in Fort Lauderdale, Lauderdale, right? When you invite the girls to your condo, your penthouse, I should say, nice fly-ass penthouse she got in Fort Lauderdale. You know, you tell the girls, okay, what you want, right? So you give them liquor, allegedly D-rugs, whatever they want, right? And y'all sit all in the living room and y'all, y'all do y'all thing and pass out or whatever. And you always make sure you have plenty of water and plenty of Gatorade for the girls. You have water and Gatorade, and then you give them little bags of chips or whatever, and you know how you do. So I'm just letting you know all those activities that you done over the years. A lot of them that you don't even remember. Just like you say, Lemmy's gonna be exposed. Your day is coming too. Your day is coming too. Your day is coming too. Now, let's get into what Jocelyn had to say real quick. She's over there, talking her little shit. Talking about Johson's Cabaret coming back because she own it. All right. So let me hit this here. We go here and here.
We'll do another cabaret. Yeah. 2027, top of the year. We'll do another cabaret. Cabaret ain't going nowhere. Cabaret always going to be around. I own the trademark. I created it. Oh, well, you should have never went, baby. Sorry. It's when they jack things and they steal things and they take all the ideas from the number uno. What do you expect to go see? What do you expect to go see? A bunch of nonsense on stage? I can't help you out, baby. Sorry. You should just stick to going to see the number one. And maybe you'll be happy. By the top of the year, what's the oldest you can be on the cabaret? Listen. The oldest you can be in the cabaret is me, 39. Okay? Anything older, we don't want your ass. No, I'm just kidding. If you look good, you can come to the cabaret at any age. As long as you look good. You can't look like no granny now. You start looking like a granny, then you can't come and do the cabaret. Okay? You can't be the grandma and the baby in the cabaret. Like, girl, is you dumb? My cabaret. Do y'all miss the cabaret? You know what? I told y'all 2027, top of the year, I'm bringing it back. You're going to enjoy it. I got a whole new way I'm doing it. I'm actually excited about it. It's my husband's idea. It's like, why would you ever let go of the cabaret? That's your baby. That's your thing. That's what you do. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely correct. What's the oldest?
All right, so according to Johson, the cabaret is coming back, baby. The cabaret is coming back. Here's my thing, right? When it comes to Jocelyn, number one, ain't no way you 39. Number two, do you see how she called herself? Because baby, she was finna get canceled there when she said, you can't be too old. You can't be too old. But she called herself talking about you can't be no older than me, 39. Man, we're gonna need proof that you're 39. Okay. We're going to need you to go in your closet and get your birth certificate at the very same time that Cheynne goes in her closet or her mammy closet or her grandmammy closet or whoever closet and get that damn degree. Just get that damn degree and dust it off. You get that birth certificate and dust it off, and you prove to us that you 39. Because the streets say you 49 and you used to be married to a white man. That's what the streets say. Baby, the streets say you done lied about everything. And you see how she said there's a whole new idea coming in, a whole new this, a whole new that. She's trying to clean up her act. Okay, here's the real tea. There are lawsuits in talks in the background, okay? Several lawsuits against certain people, okay? So that caused Johson to want to officially separate herself from other people. So on this app, she can revamp this show. She can do whatever, right? When she says she's going to do it a whole new way, she is not going to be laying her hands on these girls. Watch. It's going to be a whole new Johson. We finna see her have a baby. That was really the whole reason for her getting pregnant at this time, to try to change her image. You're gonna see her do more mommy-driven content, family content. You're really gonna see her try to calm down and calm everything down, because there is somebody who is about to go down. Okay? Moving along from that, okay? But Johson, we need you to go dust that shit off. Oh, by the way, so I went and looked. And yes, she does own a trademark to it. I thought she was lying. Her name, of course, Johson Hernandez, Johson's Cabaret Meal Review. But that one's abandoned. I didn't even know she had a meal review, but now it's called something else. But yeah, she does own the trademark. Okay, all right. So we got another bill to pay. We'll be right back to talk about Lisa Woo Woo.
Rain on your vacation? Honestly, that just means more time to disappear into a story. So if you're building your summer reading list, I've got Black love stories filled with chemistry, healing, tension, and yes, a little spice too. Most titles are just $2.99. Use code STORM for an extra discount at checkout. So, whether you're lounging poolside, curled up during a storm, or hiding from everybody, there's a story waiting for you. Escape the world, get lost in a Black love story, and find yourself. Oh, and for the women choosing softness, peace, and romance, subscribe and stay a while. I have a feeling you're going to love it here. Until next time, bye.
All right. Next, we got to talk about Lisa Woo Woo. Do y'all remember Lisa Woo from Real Housewives of Atlanta? Remember I think she just did that first season, or maybe the first and second season, something like that. But she went away for a while, and then I think she tried to come back around. But she pretty much been out the spotlight for a while. Now, Lisa, we bringing you into the office on this Saturday because the streets say that you was out here defrauding people out of houses, including your good friend, Norma. Okay, so what had happened was that Norma had bad credit and she couldn't get qualified for no house. And so she was trying to do shit the hood Atlanta way by having somebody else put some shit in a ghetto ass CPN. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't a CPN. But the deal allegedly was, so you got Lisa, you got Norma, right? So Norma went to Lisa and said, girl, I want this house, but I don't qualify for it. I don't have the income. I got all kinds of debts. I ain't pay my bills. I got all kinds of, collections and shit. I got all that shit, right? Just like your typical Atlanta person. No shade. And then Lisa was like, well, girl, don't worry about it. Like, I'll get it for you. Okay, we're going to get it through an LLC. And then after the sale of the house go through, I'm going to transfer the deed to you. Now, that was the deal, allegedly, between Lisa Woo Woo and Norma. Now, what y'all think Lisa Woo Woo did after she got the house through the LLC? Okay? Allegedly, according to Norma, she did not give the house back. She never intended on transferring the deed of the house. And, pretty much, I don't really think she got to give it back because it is her house. Long story short, a police report has been filed, and they'll have they dig out in court, and we'll follow it. But this is my thing about Lisa. Lisa has been a hot ass mess for the better part of 2 decades. Number one, girl, you had lost custody of your kids. Let's just call it what it is for whatever reason, but nonetheless, you lost custody of your kids. Then you got with Ed. You couldn't keep a relationship with him. That relationship broke up. Then after that, okay, you went around there around Countess Vaughn and Carlos King and called yourself trying to be a star over there and produce a damn music video for Countess that is the worst music video of all time. So we should have knew. We should have newt. Will you do you love him? Do you? Like we should have knew. When you produced that and you was serious about that and you gave that to the world as if that was actually quality work, we should have knew you wasn't shit then. Then only for time to go around and then, you know, Bravo trying to bring you back in and they try to have a Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. And do y'all know that Lisa Woo Woo got so drunk at the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion? It was an unofficial reunion, not one that was on TV. But she got so drunk that she had to be put out of a party, and now Lisa got beef with Nene because Nene don't want to do nothing for her, don't want to hang around her drunk ass, don't want to vouch for her to get on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Don't nobody want your drunk ass on that. So Lisa has been going through it and has had several issues, and so I'm bringing you into my office today because it's just clear that in the last 30 years that you've been in the entertainment industry, as you said, you lost everything. Your kids, your spot on TV, your nigga, your other nigga, this new nigga you got that's apparently using you for the little bit of bread that you got. You lost all your friends because you did that horrible ass stint on that Carlos King show. You ain't even cool with Nene no more. You can't even get on Ultimate Girls Trip because you showed your ass at that party behind the scenes. Why you so unhappy, Lisa? Why you stay so drunk, Lisa? What's going on in your life, Lisa? Let's talk about it. So we're going to continue to follow this story with Lisa Woo Woo. Around her allegedly defrauding people out of their homes and doing all kinds of fraudulent shit to get homes. I will say this, Lisa. When you acquired that house, did you take out a mortgage through the LLC? Did you just pay cash? Did you actually use your social security number or CPN? I don't know. Like once the police get involved and then they start investigating, shit gets a little weird, and we know how they get down in Georgia. All I'm gonna say is, I really hope if you did do any fraud that you did not like get a mortgage, because like then technically it goes from like deception to like mortgage fraud. It's a lot. But the girls in Atlanta love to live a lifestyle that they just cannot afford at all. They love to be in a house that they just don't qualify for. By the way, what is it with Atlanta people wanting to like have a big ass like, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 bedroom house and they ain't even got no kids in it? It's just them. Like, what? Like, what is it with I don't know. Shout out to Lisa Woo Woo. We will continue to cover this story, and we ain't gonna send a referral to the police to throw your ass in jail just quite yet. But you know, we do know you were drunk. We do know you were a hot ass mess behind the scenes. We do know you done burnt a lot of bridges. We do know you can't produce no damn music video. We do know you a horrible friend, and we gonna wait and see if you actually convicted of the shit. If you are, baby, you'll be going down the same river that Peter Thomas did. Y'all better leave that damn fraud alone. Next, we gotta talk about Toya. Now, Toya, I told you I was gonna stay on your little munchkin ass until you came out and gave K. Michelle her official apology. Let me just back up. As y'all remember this week, Toya's husband, her nigga, her light-skinned king, her red bone, her baby daddy, her baby father. All right, her baby father apparently had all kinds of rotted teeth in his mouth, all kinds of abscesses and shit. You know, when he was swollen in the back, that's what they say, in the back, it was all black and rotted out. And so instead of him going to his wife, the same wife that he kiss on, he lick on, and he lick every part of her body from head to toe, I'm sure, instead of him calling his own dentist, because surely y'all got some damn dental insurance around there. Surely Lil Wayne baby mama ain't got her husband out here without no dental insurance. Surely y'all got a little change to go around there to Dr. Heavenly and pay a 50% markup on dentistry services. Or is Dr. Heavenly around there still trying to be a fake ass governor? Is she trying to be a governor, a state representative? What's she trying to do? Heavenly, why did you really cuss out your son the way that you did? And why did your son have a mental breakdown and try to run over them cops? And And why, and Heavenly, real quick, before you take office, girl, because you're probably gonna win. Why did you have all that baby formula and diapers and shit in your cabinets like that when you and Daddy ain't got no babies right now? Anyway, you know. Now, Toya, I'm bringing you and your husband in the office because we really need to bring you to the front of the class. We need you to get online and address this shit because we want to know, number one, why your husband is not paying his child support, and number two, why your husband wanted to have an excuse to correspond with his baby mama when it had nothing to do with their child. We didn't even know he had an older child. Y'all hid that on your reality show. Talked about keeping it real, but you ain't really show that part. Okay, cool, whatever. But why is your husband going to another woman about anything pertaining to his body, especially his mouth, Toya? The same mouth that he put on you. So you mean to tell me this man felt comfortable to put his mouth all over you and lick all over you and kiss all over you, but when something go wrong with it and he stank breath by the bite, did he run around there to his baby mama? When we know his baby mama fine as hell. Well, you fine as hell too, Toya. You fine as hell too, and I don't even think you 40 yet because you did start having children at the age of 12. But nonetheless, you know, you never grew past the height of a 7th grader, but that ain't the point either. The point is, why is your husband out here borderline being unfaithful? You don't consider that cheating, Toya? Or the other hoes, Toya? You know, you ain't never been able to pick a man, Toya, and that's the truth. Let me tell you something. You've been messed up ever since you got pregnant at the age of 12 by a bisexual, lean addicted, meth addicted fiend. Okay, then you went on to marry myth hits that, you know, you really wanted to believe this nigga until he started hitting all over you down there at the marriage boot camp. Then you went on to get with Mr. Robert Rushing, who they say is broke and can't pay his child support. I'm just saying, man, these women ain't never been able to get it right when it comes to no man. So are y'all just bad pickers of men? Maybe the men ain't shit. I don't know, but we need her to address it. Because remember when you sat in K Michelle's face and you said that you didn't believe her, and you said that she was just using your nigga for a storyline only for your nigga to bunk up on you, and for this nigga to cheat on you, and then for your first husband to be somebody else's bottom. So let's just be clear. You do stay married. You are a wife. I give you that. But you was married to a bottom. You was married to Ike Turner 2.0. And then now you married to a nigga that's running around here still trying to communicate with his fine ass baby mama pertaining to anything to do with his body. You mean to tell me your man, your nigga, your daddy, your baby, dick you down, spoiler you, driving you crazy? Don't feel comfortable coming to you when something's wrong with his mouth? You mean to tell me your nigga, your daddy, your baby, your man ain't got the Google? He ain't got chat. He couldn't talk to Google, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok. It was 1,000 other people he could have talked to, but he decided to hit up his baby mama, whom he owed money. So damn the money I owe you for our son. But help me with this abscess and these rotted ass teeth that's in my mouth. You ain't smell. I mean, you is short, you is little, you is, you know, very close to the ground. But you ain't smell all that stank ass breath coming from the back of his mouth. Cause you know the older you get, baby, when you had them rotted teeth in your mouth, it be stank. And it be smelling like death. It be smelling like death. I'm for real. Get them rotted teeth out of y'all mouth. If you can't afford to get the cavities fit, just go ahead and have them. Pull them. Pull them. Get you that amoxicillin, baby, because you don't want that infection to go to your heart and go to your brain. It's a serious thing, and nobody wants their mouth smelling like a graveyard. Anyway, with that being said, Toya, I can't just let you slide with this week. We need you to come and address this because your nigga got you out here looking crazy. And if he was this comfortable sending his mouth to his baby mama like that, who else is he talking to? What other chicks he got on the side? What's really going on in y'all bedroom? You have always loved you a nasty gutter freak. I know y'all say that Toya, we love Toya. Leave her know we love Toya. We love Toya too. But we just can't act like this didn't happen this week. I told y'all. We talk about your favorite or your unfavorite celebrity. Shout out to Toya. Shout out to her nigga. Shout out to the baby mama. But I don't think this is gonna be the last that we hear of Mr. Robert out here, you know, being a little too friendly with other women that ain't his wife. Can I just say something real quick? Let the doctor say something. Let me take another swig. You know, the older and older I get, I just realized I mean, I've always kind of knew this, but I just realized, like, I just don't think these men like y'all. I don't think these men like y'all. Like, either these men don't like y'all, or they don't like being married, or they just get bored. I don't get what it is. It's like none of them can be faithful. Nobody can be. Why can't they be faithful? Like, what is they still out here looking for? Like, Robert, what is anything doing with your mouth, your hair, your toenails, your fingertips? Like, you going to your baby mama about it with your wife right there? So you don't like your wife. You don't talk to your wife. You don't trust your wife? Is you really still with your wife? What's tea? What's tea? Let us know. Let us know, damn it. We want to know.
Now, before we dive back into the content, here's something you can actually do while you're bored at home. Play games and actually get paid for it. If you hit the link in my description box or the QR code that is on the screen, you can download and sign up for free right away. You'll actually get $10 if you sign up and you ain't even gotta start playing the games yet. It's very simple. Download, create an account with your email and password. It only takes seconds. Once you get inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull $10 to $20 a day. If you put in the effort, you can go a lot higher. You can spend a couple bucks in the game to hit levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds or even 500 or more on certain offers. But you don't have to spend anything. You can stick to the free levels and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of sitting there scrolling on your phone and playing and emailing, you might as well be earning while you're on that device. When it's time to cash out, you got options like PayPal, or you can even get gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description box or scan the code on the screen, download and sign up for free. Start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll get a $10 bonus to kick things off.
It's like, damn, how long is that at? All right, shout out to Free Cat. Oh, snap. I don't even have my... Wait a minute. I'm supposed to have my what you call on the screen. All right? Where my damn QR code at? Golly. Where my QR code at? My God. Okay, there we go. Put that on the side right there. It's supposed to have that QR code right there. Damn it. We'll put it right here. Okay? All right. Bam. You scan that QR code and get paid to play games. Literally, they're giving you $10 when you use my QR code or my link to sign up. Now, moving right along from there, we got to talk about Abba from Abba and Preach. He got exposed by all of his Wonder Bread concubines this week, and his Wonder Bread and Yellow Rice. So one was Wonder Bread, one was Yellow Rice. They was around there exposing him, saying that he's around here acting like he got a fake ass vasectomy, that he fake ass can't have no kids, just like any other nigga that was on the Maury Povich show. Now, I don't know if y'all have watched Maury Povich, baby, the court show, the judge show, baby. Would them men always say the same thing when they don't want to wear no condom? Oh, I thought I couldn't have no kids. I couldn't have no kids. I can't have no kids. I'm a perfectly healthy male, but I can't have no kids. I can't have no kids. You dumb bitch. Like, I be so tired of y'all lying on your bodies and lying on God like that. Like, just say you like raw sex and keep it moving. Like, keep it real, nigga. You talk about everybody else, and then he get up there with Preach. And they talk about, well, you know, this is my private life. I'm private. Sir, you talk about people for a living. If you talk about people, we gonna talk about you. Number one, why are you not with that village guy? Why are you not with one of your village? Let me tell you something. Abba, this who you supposed to be with. Wait a minute. Hold up. Because Abba think it's a game. Abba think it's a game. Okay? Abba think it's a game. All right? But he He clearly is not with his own kind, which is why this is happening to him. Now, Albert, you supposed to be one of the women in the village that walk around like this. You supposed to be with a village woman that walk around like this. But you round here with yellow rice and Wonder Bread. You round here with the female version of Sneeko. You round here with dumb ass 23-year-old girls, or that sound like they fresh out of high school and wonder why you having problems. Let me tell you something, nigga. I don't give a damn if you Canadian, you French. I don't give a damn. At the end of the day, when you are not with your own kind and your culture, baby, you subject to deal with whatever it is that you deal with. But this is what you were supposed to be with. Somebody named, what's the Ethiopian name? Amina. Salah. Sahar. That's what you're supposed to be with. You're not supposed to be running around with Libby and Abby. You're not supposed to be doing that, Alba. Alba, you damn near 40 years old. You're a multi-millionaire. You done bought you a house, your mama a house. You've accomplished so much, but you don't want no family. A family's too much for you. You would rather just nut. You would rather just act like you can't have no kid and just nut and every Wonder Bread and a piece of yellow rice to walk past you and then wonder why you have issues? Wonder why you're being exposed? Abba, you supposed to be with a woman like this that... Am I lying? Hold on, let me look at the chat. Because y'all might think I'm full of it. Y'all might think I'm full of it. This is what you supposed to be with. Yet and still you run around with shit you don't belong with, wonder why you getting shit and dealing with women that you can't get rid of. So, you know, when I look at these men online and they act so self-righteous, or they act like they're so, you know, anti-red pill, anti-this, anti-that, I have learned when it comes to these men online that everything that they talk against, that's what they is. Okay? Whatever they come online and tell you that they not, that's what they do. The women too. In this new era of internet that we in, baby, I need everybody to be transparent about what it is, who they is, and what they is. And speaking of that, let's talk about that real quick, right? Because there are many people out here not being what they is and who they are. There's public service announcement. There's many people out here that's perpetuating themselves as successful when they are habitual failures. There are people out here that are putting themselves out there as if they are innovative, creative, and visionary, and they are nothing like that. They are nothing of the sort. They simply latch on to others and steal their energy for their own ill intentions. There are people out here, much like what he was even dealing with, that beg for relationships, and when they can't get them, they do whatever they can to try to destroy that person. There are people out here. Let me stop. I don't even want to go there. There are people out here that wish ill on people, but we rebuke them in the name of Jesus, because, baby, we cover by the blood. We cover by the blood. There are people out here who hate their own lives. There are people out here that have been stuck in the projects for 2 decades. There are people out here that literally, they see the success, they tap on the window, but every time they try to open the door, it gets shut. And they don't understand why. And that's truly the source of their frustration. There are people out here that have never been loved. There are people out here that have always been bullied. There are people out here that have always been used and not really seen for who they are. Some people don't want to be seen for who they are. I'll leave that there about certain people out here. But nonetheless, back to you, ABBA. ABBA, as you guys saw, ABBA and Priest tried to do damage control, and they tried to come online and say, you know, it ain't what it is, and then, you know, we not like the Fresh and Fit, and we ain't like the Red Pill, and we ain't like the Manosphere. But just bottom line, they are. All these niggas ain't shit. None of these niggas want to use rubbers. All these niggas want to run from their responsibility. None of these niggas like they self. None of these niggas like their reflection. And time and time again, I just see these black men out here just try to get with something that they think they control, they can control and be in control of, all the while they the ones that game is being ran on. Ain't it somehow every time a nigga get online acting like he really about that, the woman is really running game on him? Shout out to ABBA and Preach. We're going to continue to follow this. Libby is still out here talking. Okay? She's still out here putting up voicemails. She's still out here putting up stories. And it looks like somebody else about to come forward too. Allegedly. I'm going to leave that there, baby. I'm going to leave that there. Okay? Next, we got to talk about Ashanti. Oh, baby. And how utterly disappointed I am in her. As you guys may or may not have seen, Ashanti and Trey Songz are about to do like a little concert together, some tour dates or whatever. And the internet was in a tizzy because they couldn't figure out why Ashanti would want to align herself with someone who has been accused of violence, you know, perpetuating violence against women. Many women. I mean, remember, y'all didn't believe Kiki. Y'all believe Selena Powell when she said that he held her in that hotel room for 2-3 days, drinking all kinds of Hennessy and was pissing on her. But y'all didn't believe Kiki when she said she had to hide in the closet to keep from him making her do nefarious things on camera, allegedly. All right. The internet didn't understand why a woman like Ashanti would align herself with a man that had been accused of rape by many people behind the scenes, women and men. This is the same man that, I mean, shit. This is the same man who treated one of his men so bad and beat up this man so bad that boy had to cut all his hair off. He had to cut his hair. He had to cut his hair off and cut it low. He had a damn fade by the time you got through with him, Trey. Allegedly. So jealous and so possessive, Trey. You ain't like him talking to nobody. You ain't like him even looking at another man. You ain't like none of that. You ain't like him being too friendly. You want him to just keep his head down and just be up under you. Even when y'all was at the club, I didn't understand why you'd even bring a man to the club, Trey, and you don't want him to talk to nobody. You ain't like when he used to take his shirt off and dance. You ain't like none of that. And so you would take this man to Pound Town and you would beat the hell out this man. What, Ashanti, why would you even align yourself with somebody like that? Ashanti, can we talk about how your lazy singing ass really has fucked up your own legacy? And I'm gonna tell you why. When Irv came around and brought you down to the crack house and really created the Ashanti that we see today, he took a pretty girl with a mediocre voice and made her a star. I'm gonna just keep it real. Keep it real. You ain't the best singer in the world. You can talk to singers, baby. You be flat. It's very lazy. It's a Keisha Cole-esque kind of singing. Okay, Keisha Cole lazy as hell when she sing. You lazy as hell when you sing. All right, it is what it is, right? You started fucking on Irv, a man who you knew was married at the time. Now you was 19, and this ain't about that. We just call him what it is. I'm just really going down your track record. You was fucking on Irv when you was 19, and You didn't give a damn about his wife. You didn't give a damn about his marriage. You was fucking on earth because you wanted to fuck on earth. Let's just call it what it is. Time goes on. You move on. You get with Nelly. Now, Nelly has his own issues, you know, allegedly dealing with the... What can I call it? Dealing with a certain something that usually I thought only white people did, but he do. So Ashanti goes on and gets with Nelly and overlooks his habits, overlooks his gambling habits, overlooks his spending habits. Ashanti stayed with Nelly. I'm talking about in the beginning of your relationship. I'm gonna read your rights down, girl. Remember when you was with Nelly the first time around? And he owed you over $4 million because that's how much you loaned him to gamble, okay? And he never paid you back, which was the real reason why y'all broke up. He couldn't stop cheating on you either, but he also couldn't stop blowing your money. So y'all break up and y'all go y'all separate ways. And eventually you take him to court. You take him to court quietly. You was not in front of a judge. You was in front of like a magistrate or like a mediator type thing. And y'all came to a deal and an agreement. And so he paid you slowly over the months and over the years. Y'all getting an exclusive. And so the years and years went on and he continued to nickel and dime you your money. And then the Versus era came around. And he saw you and ran over to you and then got your number and texted you and all that. And right when that man came back into your life, you let him back in because truthfully, you was desperate for a child. You wanted children. You wanted a family. You was of a certain age, and you thought like this had came from God. When that man did not care about you then, and Nelly still don't care about you now. Nelly's a full-blown narcissist in my opinion, and don't give a damn about nobody but himself. Okay. As soon as he gets back with you, you drop the lawsuit. You know, because obviously y'all got back together, so he wasn't giving you no more payments. He then put a baby inside you, married you, only to now still spend 6 figures plus at the gambling house, only to talk about you like a dog on y'all reality show, only to force you to be submissive to a man that's not even respectful to you. You was a doormat when you was with Herb. You a doormat now that you with Nelly. You a doormat now for Trey to even let Trey attach himself to you. Why would you even attach yourself to an abuser, allegedly, when your sister was one that got abused? Your sister ex-boyfriend used to beat the dog shit out of her. We're going to call it thing a thing. We reading it down. And when are you going to come out while you doing these reality shows with Nelly? Why you didn't tell us that Nelly owed you $4 million? Why you didn't tell us that 50 Cent beat up your sister's boyfriend that was whooping her ass? Because he felt so bad that he was beating the shit out of your sister like that. How could you look at your sister be damn near disfigured by a nigga only to align yourself with a nigga that does the same thing, allegedly? Your family literally was pivotal in the civil rights movement, only for you to be a bird brain and marry a Trump supporter? And wonder why you lost all them deals behind the scenes. Oh, here's another exclusive. Ashanti was set to do about 2 or 3 movies. When Nelly did that concert for Trump, the movies went away and a lot of her deals went away. I'm telling you, and I'm calling it right now, based on my sources and what I've been told, this lady is not happy in her marriage to Nelly. She just don't know exactly when and how she's going to leave him, but she's not happy in her marriage at all. She's a complete doormat. She's unhappy. This man talks to her crazy. He jokes on her constantly. He don't help with the child. He told you that from the beginning, but nonetheless still. He spends all her money at the gambling house. Why y'all think Nelly sold his masters a while back? He was literally broke. He had no money coming in. He had to do something. And that's who she chose to marry and have kids. You know, the more and more I talk about these stories, I'm realizing for these women, the problem is the man, baby. Y'all just be marrying the wrong men. Is that your husband or are these y'all pimps? Ashanti, you done got your kids out of Nelly. Go ahead and leave that nigga cut your losses and keep it pushing. Stop attaching yourself to abusers. You have always struck in me, Ashanti, as somebody who apparently has always needed to be controlled and be led because you fuck up when you do shit on your own. Let me tell you something, okay? You really started fucking up your career back in the day when you was trying to compete with Beyonce and copy Beyonce, and like fat head ass told you, you ain't gonna outdance that girl. You then got with a method who was constantly cheating on you and gambling and borrowing money from you constantly. You align yourself once again and married the damn Trump supporter. Fucked up your own deals. Align yourself with an abuser. Call yourself having a reality show and ain't even told us the real tea on how you're unhappy in your marriage. You and your sister are not even close anymore because of your marriage to Nelly and even your affiliation to Trey. Your sister don't even come around you no more. She don't fuck with you like that no more. The same way Solange really don't fuck with Beyonce like that because they do not like y'all choices in men. That Ashanti is a case of somebody that really could have been great, but due to who she aligned herself with, she just constantly fucks up. And the craziest thing to me when I look at Ashanti, it's like you were traveling the world, you were always on vacation, and you was chilling. You could have had a baby by anybody. But all because at the end of the day, you wanted the validation of being somebody's wife. I think that's really what it is. You wanted the validation of being somebody's wife. Your own success, your own accolades, your own accomplishments were not enough. Hell, even J-Lo's accomplishments or yours, because hell, we know she stole your voice, Christina Milian's voice, and Meghan Trainor's voice for years. But that wasn't enough. You had to be somebody's wife. You had to be attached to a man. You had to be attached to a man who has brought you down behind the scenes. And now after all the shit you went through with Irv, after all the shit you went through with Nelly, after all the shit you seen in the industry, after you seen your sister get her ass whooped, you wrote a whole song, did a whole video about it. You now align yourself on a tour with an alleged abuser of women and men. He beat up his O's and he beat up his bottoms. And this is who you want to align yourself with? I have literal secondhand embarrassment for you. This is worse than when you tried to dance on the Queen Latifah show and you scooted across the stage. I was so embarrassed for you then and now. Get your shit together, Ashanti. Oh my God. Oh, they just be pissing me off. They really just be pissing me off. They really, really do. Next, we gotta bring in, oh God. Hey, Cheynne girl. Did you find that diploma yet? You find that degree yet? The people said you was lying. So we got to bring in Cheynne Bryant, Dr. Bryant, the fake doctor, Dr. Sabi, Dr. Umar. Well, Dr. Umar is a real doctor. I was going to call her Dr. Wendy, but Dr. Wendy is a real doctor too. Dr. Wendy got her doctorate. We got to bring in, Miss, I don't know where my degree is. I don't have to prove anything to anybody but God. Cheynne Bryant, this week, you literally burnt your brand into the ground. I did some digging, and apparently you do have the trademark Dr. Bryant. Like, Dr. Bryant, literally, you have that trademark. And so I wonder if she's going to be able to skirt around all these lawsuits that's going to come for her, because you've literally been therapizing people. Yeah, I made up that word, bitch. Therapizing people on the internet, pretending to be a fake ass doctor when you are not. You might not have to prove anything to us, but Cheynne, I'm gonna let you and your tight body dresses know, right, that you may have been able to seduce black men with titties and ass. The FTC and I don't know who's over the board of people who are therapists. They don't give a damn about none of that. If they come in and question you about your credentials, you gonna produce it or your ass gonna be in jail. I'm here to let you know. Okay? Cheynne Bryant is somebody who should have never really been a thing. We don't really know where she came from. We've seen her on TV here or there, but you saw her have this like rise when she went viral, you know, on Nick Cannon's show and Cam Newton's show. This lady paid her way onto these people's shows. She paid her way to be in our face, and now she's being all defensive because we asked her, are you actually a real doctor? Now, the school might have closed down. You may not have been to get your records, but you ain't got no proof that you finished your program. None. You don't have an email. You don't have a degree. Nothing. So you just finished and took their word for it, and that's that. You don't have a picture in a cap and gown. So you want me to believe that you took you and your forehead down there to Argosy University and went through a whole doctoral program which takes several years, and you don't even have a picture of you in a cap and gown? Not at all. But I'm supposed to call you Dr. Cheynne Bryant? I'm supposed to call you Dr. Bryant? I'm supposed to take you seriously? You've been diagnosing people on the internet? You've been putting yourself out there as a specialist and as a professional, and you don't have no proof, no credit. You have nothing. I don't know if y'all know, but this book that this lady wrote, it got one out of 5 stars on Amazon. A lot of the people been requesting their refunds. The publisher of her book has been giving refunds to people that want it. I'm here to let y'all know it's some lawsuits coming this girl's way. If she don't produce these credentials, if she's been out here playing a fake ass doctor and she is not in fact that, it ain't nothing but bad coming her way for her and her forehead. I'm here to let you know. Like, this is how you know that light skin, titties, and ass really will get you far in life in the black community, because there are plenty of PhD holding women, PhD doctorate women that should have her space and her platform. Dr. Rachel Martin or Raquel Martin, I think it's Rachel or Raquel. I'm gonna say Dr. Martin. Dr. Martin is the first one that comes to mind for me. Dr. Martin should be where she's at. Even Dr. Wendy and her fraud and ass, she's actually a real doctor. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why is it that light skin, titties, and ass, we just let them come into any space and we don't question them at all? We don't require them to produce anything. Like what? Like wow. Like, apparently, if a nigga wanna fuck you, it like you could be anything. Like now I guess we can just be anything, right? I guess because Trump tried to say that these professional degrees ain't professional no more, that now everybody can just be anything they want to be. Let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something. Could I open up a dentist office and start playing in your mouth even though I'm not a dentist? Would you want me to get up under your car and start fixing shit and playing with shit even though I'm not an actual mechanic? Would you, I was finna say, would you want me to give you a massage and I'm not an actual massage therapist, but y'all do be loving massages by niggas that ain't no real massage therapist. But anyway, I'm ashamed. Sometimes I'm ashamed of us in our community and who we let speak for us and who we put out there as our leaders. Like, we really need to stop thinking with our eyes and thinking with our dicks. Like, this lady is a nobody. I'm sorry. This lady's a nobody. She can go back to whence she came. She ain't making no real difference. She don't really even intend to make no real difference. She wanna give life coaching services to celebrities. Okay, so go do that. But you never had to call yourself a doctor. So I'm putting your ass on notice. If you don't send in that degree to the office, I'm giving you 1 week. Okay, what's today, Saturday? By next Saturday, baby, if that degree ain't been posted online in an Insta story on TikTok, some motherfucking where, baby, baby, you've been demoted. You have been demoted. Okay? To me, this ain't nothing more than an LA grifter, a LA scammer. This is one of those chicks. This is like a Marjorie Hardy type of chick. You know what I'm saying? Like the chicks that the dope dealers and the drug dealers would wife up and would be with, and she would help them behind the scenes. But then when they get caught up, you know, he take the time and he say all the dope was his, and then she got some of the money stashed away, and then she take the money and reinvent herself and build a career for herself. The only thing she ain't been able to find is a sucker. The only thing she ain't been able to find is a sucker to claim her publicly. Although they say, you know, she be on the low. That's what they say. That's what they say. And you know, I didn't want to believe it because they call everybody gay. But now I'm inclined to believe it. Because what's real and what's fake? If anybody can just call themselves anything and come out and consider themselves a pillar or a leader in the black community, like, baby, we are in trouble. We need real leaders, real professionals, and not people that want to be famous. Even Dr. Umar lost the plot. He might have meant well at first, but when that money was coming in back in the day, when the donations was coming in back in the day, he lost his whole plot. And in 2 decades, Umar ain't gave us nothing but his mama living in a junkyard and a school that looked like a trap house. That he went in and laid some pine saw out on the floor. That's what he got. Millions of dollars in donations, 20 years to get it together, and that's what he produced. This lady been in our face constantly over the last year or so, and she ain't been able to find her degree or her diploma nowhere. She thought nobody was going to ever question her, or did she think that the lower she put her cleavage out there, we was just never going to think about it? The tighter she wore that dress around that ass, that we weren't going to think about it. Everybody ain't got the mind of a Cam Newton. Everybody ain't Nick Cannon. Everybody ain't thirsty for you. Some of us want to actually know that you are who you say you are. So I'm going to leave it there. Shout out to Cheynne, the fake ass doctor, the fake ass therapist. This is another big booty chick that missed her calling as a video vixen and is just trying to grift her way into fame and money some kind of way. It is what it is, child. Now, what did y'all think about the Drake album? Well, albums. You know, as you guys know, Drake is my favorite rapper. I am a Drake fan. You know, academics finally met Drake. I'm putting it out there now that I will meet Drake one day too. I will be partying with Drake, taking shots with Drake. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Damn it. This is my favorite rapper. I love Drake's music. Damn it. I love it. I love that shit. Okay. But we gonna call it what it is. Right. So he released 3 albums, Iceman and, damn, I done forgot the name. I forgot the names already. I've been listening to it, but hold up. My bad, Drake. Don't be mad at me, Drake. Iceman, Habiti, and Maid of Honor. There we go. They had weird names. You know, I feel like Iceman was the actual album. Habiti and Maid of Honor was apparently for the hoes, and Habiti was just something to do. So he could get about this UMG contract, and allegedly he finna re-sign again for like $1 billion out. They can say what they want. They can say Drake got spanked, and yes, Drake did get spanked by Kendrick Lamar, and he was no match lyrically for Kendrick Lamar. It never stopped naring one of his bags. So it's just like, hey, you know, you get dragged on the internet, you're going to forever be a minor and all that. Say, Drake, I know you like I'm young. Like, you're going to forever be that, but be paid. You know, like, I don't know. Like, you can drag me for $1 billion. I'm just saying. Anyway, you know, shout out to Drake. If y'all see me at the concert, don't say nothing. Mind your business. I'm trying to get a picture. I will get a picture with Drake one day. I'm telling y'all right now. But overall, it's clear from these albums that baby Kendrick put belt to ass. I love you, Drake, but I gotta call it what it is. Baby Kendrick took the life, the swag, and the confidence out of Drake. I don't care what nobody say. He did. Drake still talking about the same old thing. The album is cute. And you know, it give you a little 1-2, 1-2. Some of the songs are actually really good. But it's just very, this do-rag want to come off apparently. But it's just very clear that, baby, when Kendrick came in, he took everything. The swag, the confidence. Hell, he even took the accent. Where did your accent go, Drake? Like Kendrick came and took it all. Like, we can tell from this album, Drake, you have been stressed over the last 2 years. Now you crying on the records. You always crying on the records, but it's a light-skinned nigga thing. You know, sometimes I like to listen to crying on music. I like that sometimes. But you missed the ball on this, Drake, and I'm gonna tell you why. After Kendrick absolutely decimated you and desecrated you, is decimated a word? Desecrated you. I promise I got my degree. I can show y'all mine, unlike fake ass Cheynne Bryant and her forehead. After Kendrick did what he did to you and put belt the ass the way that he did and stretched your sphincter is the way that he did metaphorically, he left a gaping hole in your heart. This was the perfect time for you to reinvent yourself. This was the perfect time for you, Drake, to give us something different. And instead, you didn't do that. You gave us the same Drake we've been used to. It didn't sound like you put a lot of effort into the songs. It didn't sound like you put a lot of thought into the songs. I don't know if your ghostwriters was just not creative. I don't know if these all were throwaway songs. I'm still going to listen to them. I'm still going to play them. They're cute, and a few of them are actually pretty good. But this is not classic Drake. This is not nothing that's going to be all that memorable in any kind of way. You got some TikTok songs on there. You got some Shake Your Ass in a Club songs on there. We heard some of it on the radio. Like, you are the commercial king. Like, commercially, like, you can sell anything. So we're like, the machine is going to make sure the music is in our faces. So it is what it is. But I can't even like really name one song on there where I'm like, damn, like this is our summer song. You know, like it just it missed the mark. I gotta keep it real. I love Drake, but he missed the mark. This was the perfect time to pivot and really show us what you made of. Like, you should have gave us one big long album, right? If you want to give us 20, 30 songs, you should have really gave us 20. You should have took it old school, nigga. See, this is why y'all need to hire me on your motherfucking team. I don't know how I can get into like being PR for these people, but they really need my services bad. Because this bullshit he came out with, I would have said, no. We're not going to take all the throwaways from the other album and put them into an album. No. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the drawing table. We're going to reinvent Drake. And what you're going to do is give us a 20 to 30 song album full of intros, outros, interludes, skits. You're going to make fun of yourself. We're going to get Drewski, Funny Marco. We can have Sexy Red on there, Young Miami on some of the tricks. We need some ballads. We need some this. We need some that. Like, you really could have did this and came out cold. If you're going to call an album Iceman, you're supposed to be cold. You're supposed to be flowing. As a matter of fact, I would have actually took you from your house, your kid, your hoes, your everything. We would have me and you, if I was your PR Drake, me and you would have went back to Toronto. We would have lived in like a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment together. We would have locked ourselves in there for about 6 months, and you would have came out with the best album of your fucking life. When NLE Chopper had to reinvent himself, he went back to the hood to get into the same mind space. It's just a part of me that believes that once an artist is drinking champagne every day, eating caviar and drinking Bellinis and wiping their ass with $100 bills, they lose their creativity. Like, what can you really give us once you are wiping your ass with $100 bills? Once you're using black toilet paper like Kris Jenner. I didn't even know they made black toilet paper. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what can you really give us? But you know what you could have talked about? How you feel about being a single father. You know what you could have talked about? You really coming into like manhood as you're in your late 30s, mid to late 30s, and this is a whole new era. Once a man is 35 plus, like he changed. He's supposed to change if he ain't no goddamn motherfucking fool. You know what I'm saying? Your dad dealing with cancer. You and your father reconnected. You supposed to have some songs on there for the fatherless children, bitch. You're supposed to have some songs on there for the fatherless children. You're supposed to have a song where it's you and your father having a conversation back and forth, back and forth. You're supposed to have songs on there with you talking to your inner child. Where is the inner child? Like, send all that shit back, scrap it, and we need to redo it. And I'm gonna make my way into being PR because you bitches and niggas need me. Y'all need me bad. Like, I don't know who's in charge of the girls, but they do not have the shit together. They don't have it together. You should have did way more press and promo. You need to be. This could have been so great, and you just pissed me the fuck off. But I love Drake. I'm never leaving his side, and I'm gonna still listen to the songs and the albums, and I'm gonna still be at the concerts. I just gotta be honest. It is what the fuck it is.
A lot of people don't realize that they've forgotten what peace actually feels like. Life, stress, and the state of the world can pull us so far away from ourselves. I help people gently return to inner peace, clarity, and steadiness. I host free group Zooms every 3 months, and when you join my newsletter, you'll automatically be notified of the next one. And if you'd like more personalized support, I offer $20 Try Me sessions and $150 deep dive sessions.
Now, in addition to that, people, shout out to all the sponsors tonight, by the way. In addition to that, baby, if you need spiritual help, spiritual guidance, if you need to get that monkey off your back, DM me or email me. I know somebody, and I got you. I got you. I promise you I got you. Don't you see how good I look? Don't you see how pretty I am? Don't you see how my life thing got together? Don't you see how I'm talking different, sounding different, working different, being different, is different, projecting different? Y'all better come get with me because I got somebody. You know. What's on y'all minds? Let me talk to y'all. Let's see. What's on y'all minds? Yes, get the girls together, Storm. I don't know why you stand there, bro. It is what it is. I love Drake. I grew up on Drake. I'm not leaving his side, but I gotta call it what it is. The album could have been so much better. This could have been legendary. This was supposed to be his comeback era. This album, it was so much on the line because this album was supposed to make us forget about the Kendrick beef, and it just didn't hit the mark. It just didn't. You look good. Thank you so much. Don't I look good? Ain't they mad? Public service announcement too. I want all my people to free themselves from establishment that's filled with roaches, rats, and ants. Like, I know sometimes things may get tight and difficult, and it's like I just want to get something to eat, but I want us to free ourselves from eating at places with all kinds of rodents and pest problems. My God. Places where they got hair all in the food, all kinds of ants and roaches crawl across your table. Shit is so sad. Nothing about Drake will ever be legendary in music. He's been stripped. Thank God Kendrick did the Lord's work. I feel like Drake ain't no different from the Bryant. That's a good point because he's an actor. He's an actor playing the role of a rapper. He's not an actual rapper. But they could have did so much better than that. Like, that was, like I said, I'm sticking by his side. But I'm still going to tell him, you fucked, and that ain't good enough. And you need to try again. Storms, Drake had to just do the 3-album deal. He'll be better with his new deal, A Billionaire. That is true. My email, monroestorm59@gmail.com. Mods, if you don't mind dropping that in the chat. Also, make sure y'all get y'all tickets to Monetize Your Mouth webinar. All right? $33 gets you 5 nights of live teaching from me. from me on YouTube one-on-one. Y'all know y'all need it. We need multiple streams of income, okay? We already know what's coming. Not the rats in the road, baby. The rats, the roaches, the ants, the hair and the food, and then to go back and eat at the same place again is crazy and deranged. All right, I really want to free my people from being out here trying to, diagnose people trying to project, people trying to put evil on people and ill intent on people, and we rebuke all negativity in the name of Jesus, and we return it to sender 1,000-fold, baby. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. It never will. It never will. Okay? How does a spiritual help work? What are we supposed to do? Well, you need to DM me or email me, right? DM me on Instagram, Celebrity Doctor TV. Email me. By the way, the email is right in the description box, okay? When you send me the email, I'm going to send you a link. I'm going to send you a couple of charts with prices on it and services so you know exactly what it is. When you click the link, you go to the website, okay? You go to the spiritual page. I want you to read. I want us to read. It is my goal to get us to read, okay? Read through everything. I know a lot of times we can be going through shit and we in a rush and we in a frenzy, or if you literally got a monkey on your back, you're not even like thinking straight. But I want you to take your time and read through the services, read through the options. Number one. Number two, don't be cheap and don't cheat yourself. If you need the full work, pay for it. Order that shit, okay? But most of all, don't try to run game, because trying to run game on a spiritualist is just not a good idea. I'm going to leave it there. All right. I'm going to post it right here in the chat. Where my scamming ass niggas. Listen, I hate that I love that Young Miami song, but I do. I love that song, but I do. And I will be dancing to that in the club this summer. Yeah, spin that shit. Spin that shit. Nigga, spin that shit. Spin that shit. I love that. I love that. Like Young Miami, you did it with that. All that piss you took to the face truly paid off for you, girl. Daddy would be proud. Daddy would be very proud. I love that song too. And repost that black man that's been dancing to your shit. He been trying to get your attention for the longest. He done earned it. Some of these people online, they dance so much to a song, they really make the song famous. Pay that man back with a repost at least. At least. You can do that while you're around her looking like Janice Combs. Did you spell it correctly? Listen, I'm going to put it back in the chat. Storm, I was in that car singing, yes. Monetize your mouth. 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 Come monetize your mouth. I will be teaching you live on Zoom how to do YouTube. The link is right there in the live chat. It's pinned. And it's in the pinned comments after this live is over. Monetize your mouth. $33 for 5 nights of teaching? Where they do that at? Y'all gave $50,000 to University of Phoenix or Goshen University. Don't even use them degrees. But the tools that I give you can really help you make some change. Okay? Some real change. Let's see. It's catchy, it's very catchy. 20s, 50s, honey, cash. Y'all know Young Miami around her looking like Mama Combs. Let's keep it real. Y'all know she is. This is an excellent deal. An excellent deal. Most people try to beat y'all over the head with shit. Storm, did you hear about how the other app has stopped paying brown creators, saying they were that they were unoriginal for their original content. What? I didn't know that about the other app. I mean, I did warn the people that that was coming. You know, a lot of changes have been made to that other app, which is why a lot of those creators have went to other apps. You know, a lot of those creators over there. Well, you know, public service announcement once again. When you don't give thanks to what you've been given, it taketh away. It's a whole hot mess. It's a whole hot mess. What other app? You know that other app. That other app that we, and listen, you can get lost on that app for days. You know, I mean for hours. You know, like it's easy to get like in the loop, but the way they do black creators over there is so sad. And now I understand why old girl had that filter. Let me tell you, low key, if I put a white filter on my face, I probably could blow up like Pinky Doll too. What's wrong with this beard? Do you want it dripping? Who, my beard? Oh, I know I'm looking scruffy. I don't go to the He said this beard don't stay moist. Oh my God, no, it's so hard. Listen, I can put, cause what I put in here, shea butter when I got out the shower, and it's moisturized at first. You give it a little time, that shit right back dry. So I was just like, whatever. But I'm just scruffy now, baby, because I got to go back to the barber shop. And I go back Wednesday. I've been working. I've been hustling. So sometimes you look a little scruffy when you in hustle mode, work mode, you know, working out mode. You know what I'm saying? I could always get a haircut, but I ain't too worried about that. Storm, have you ever experienced delusional people or obsessed people? I have dealt with obsessive people who won't leave me alone, don't want to leave me alone, want to stay connected to me by any means. Let me take that down. I have definitely dealt with that. I've dealt with people who, of course, are dealing with their own undiagnosed narcissism, delusion, limerence. I've dealt with people who have never told the truth about who they are and what they do. You know, one thing about this internet is that if you talk long enough, you tell on yourself. And I just feel like this is not about any particular person. I just feel about people in general, especially when they have certain things in their past that they engage in that they don't want people to know, should probably be quiet and just let it go and just move along. You can't, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You cannot make a person love you. It doesn't matter what you do. It don't matter what you say. It don't matter how you try to bogart yourself in their life. It don't matter how much you want to text and ring their phone to the point to where they gotta block you. It does not matter. You cannot make a person love you. You cannot make a person want you. And most importantly, I don't want somebody that don't want me. I don't want somebody that I gotta try to make be with me, manipulate to be with me. Bitch, I'm not Danny Lee. I don't roll like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want us to free ourselves from wanting things and people that don't want you, wanting things that you can't have, wanting to be something but not wanting to do the work to get it. Work. It's amazing to me how people will roll around on the ground and play with all kinds of trees and limbs and, be Puerto Rican one day, Dominican the next day, Asian the next day, Indian the next day after that, but won't simply get off their ass and get a job, get off their ass and fix their life. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. We cannot control other people. Yeah, well, I do what I want to do. That's why they mad now. You just can't do that. It doesn't work for you. It doesn't work out for you. I feel so sorry for any woman out there that has never felt genuine love and affection to the point to where they will try to do anything to trap a nigga to be tied to them for the rest of their life. Through SIGs, through children, through all sorts of manipulation and lies. I feel sorry for any woman who says she owns who she is, but don't own what she do. I feel sorry for any woman who wants to put themselves out there. Is that bitch? I'm that bitch. But don't even have the balls to tell the people what kind of condition they were in when they first started coming around. One day, all truths will be exposed and all will make sense. And if I wouldn't want that out there, I would just be quiet. If I was ashamed, I'd be quiet. So y'all know I'm a nasty gutter freak. Like, y'all know what I done. My shit out there. All my shit out there. They didn't let me just be me. Y'all know I got haze in this shit from day one. Y'all know when I came on the internet, this shit was the Wild Wild West. This was the Let me tell you something. YouTube is suburbs now. This is suburbia. Like when people be complaining and crying now, like these bitches are weak. They are weak sauce. They ain't even windmilling back. When I came around, late 2018, 2019, baby, it was, if you was sensitive, baby, you was finna get your feelings hurt on this internet. Thank you. They did not like my black ass. All your business was gonna be out there. People was gonna know where you stayed, your second grade teacher, and guess what? On top of all of that, and that video was gonna be monetized. So let me tell you how YouTube 2018, 2019 really was. Baby, it was creators making $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a month to call you everything but a child of God. Now y'all want to know why certain people really didn't stop doing what they was doing? Because if you get paid $150,000 in 1 month to trash a hoe, you gonna keep trashing a hoe too. It was truly a free for all. This new censored version and people crying over this. Oh, somebody say, "Oh, you barren." Oh, he called me a bitch. What? That's it. What your grandmama say? Like, bitch, if you don't, my grandma used to say, man, if you don't pick up a stick and beat that big motherfucker, you better pick up a brick. That's what we had to do. Now, everybody grew up different. I don't know how you grew up. I grew up, baby. You keep that razor blade on you. Keep that box. I kept box cutter. You keep that box cutter on you, a brick, a stick, a rock, and you rock out. You do what you gotta do. But you don't just sit there, oh my God. Yeah, I miss the old YouTube too. But life don't move backwards. It moves forward. So, it's just, I just want everybody to get themselves together. I want everybody to truly be as tough as they say they are, because one day the very thing that you don't want people to know about you will come out, and it won't be nothing that you can do. Let's see, but you are yourself, and that's the best way to be. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. And I feel like I grew on a lot of people. I feel like y'all have watched me go through it over the years, the ups, the downs, the moves, the this, the that. But I've always been me, and I've always just kept it pushing. And by the way, shout out to Ashley Ann. Today is her birthday. Honestly, the number one marketer in the world. That's what I call her. Shout out to Ashley and happy birthday, my dear. It's one thing she told me back in 2021 or 2020. She said, look, you on the way up. She said, a lot of people are going to want to attach themselves to you. Be careful. I didn't really take heed to that. And I just remembered she told me that like the other day. I just remembered that. And I said, wow, it is so true. It is so true. There are so many leeches out here in this world. There are so many parasites. There are so many, people that are basically plankton. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're basically they're barnacles. We can call them barnacle barneys. Barnacle barneys, barnacle bitches, whatever you want to call them. Let's call them barnacle barneys. I like that. I would say barnacle Barbies, but Barbie has an hourglass figure shape. And a lot of the girls right now are more Barney by the body instead of Barbie. But they all they do nothing. They provide nothing. They offer nothing, and they just stick to you. They just there. They just stick to you like just stick to you like glue. You know, they're like a wart. And you look like, oh God, it's there. You know. Exactly. You have to fight, but it's people that talk crazy that they ain't got whooped down to the floor, but still yapping. And Storm, what do you think about ungrateful people when you give them a whole life? Let me tell you something. I've always been one of them people. First off, I've helped a lot of people behind the scenes. I don't come on here and say nothing, cause I don't like when that was done to me. So I don't like to do that to others. But what people not gonna do is lie. I don't like when people lie. Especially when you know a person had been trying to do something and failing at it for 12 plus years before you gave them a boost. What I learned from situations like that about myself is that I am the light. I am the source. I am the battery. I am the mitochondria. You know, if you know science, you know what I'm saying. Without me, they have nothing. Without me, they have no life force. Without me, you don't talk about them. You don't hear about them. You don't even see them. Nor do you even really care. But one thing I put my name on, I put my stamp on, I put these balls on. There ain't nobody out here that can say I did them wrong. I done gave motherfuckers a place to stay. I done gave motherfuckers subscribers and a way to make money. What they do with it is their business. But I at least open the avenues. I done help people leave their 6-figure jobs and make 6 figures on YouTube. Shit, I done been sources of motivation for people. People's therapists. All that. All that. I know who I am and what I am. A bitch or a nigga walking around can't say I did him wrong. They can just say I don't talk to him no more. He cut me off. He got sick of my shit. He cussed me out. Now somebody say I cuss him out. Yeah, I might have. You know. They probably said something to me first, you know, or they said, oh, he cut me off. Yeah, I probably did. But I've always left somebody better than how I found them. When I fucked up, I've always come back and apologized. And that's just what it is. All you got in this world is your balls and your word. That's really it. That's really it. All I've ever been is honest. And if the worst thing that, and I'm talking about anybody I've ever dealt with or anything, because like I said, I've only ever actually had one girlfriend. All a motherfucker can say is, he ain't want a relationship, he ain't want no kids, he ain't want to live with me, he ain't want that. Pete, let me tell you something. I've done a lot of things. Lying to a bitch ain't one of them. You know, they might say he licked me from head to toe. He ain't lied to me. Ain't my fault. I know how to make somebody feel good and treat them right. And give them something ain't nobody else ever gave them. And this ain't got nothing to do about no particular person. I'm just thinking of, you know how you sit back and you think of all the so-called friends you've had over the years, and you're like, maybe 2 or 3 of them was really my friends. And those people I still talk to. Everybody else was just a hanger-on, an associate, somebody that was cool at that time. They were seasonal people. That's another thing. Man, don't make permanent connections with seasonal people. Don't do it. I'm glad I haven't done it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you don't care if you're alone. I don't, number one, but number two, who says I'm alone? Who says that? I got a whole family, friend, all like, they're just not on the internet. Sometimes people think if it's not on the internet, it doesn't exist. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. I do right by people to the point it's put me in extreme danger. Who said, I found out only my siblings are my friends. Listen, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you go through life and you realize, damn, all I really got, okay, we got each other. And that's dope if you got that bond with your siblings or your cousins or, you know, I mean, all family, you can't trust all family now. But if you do have that bond, y'all stick together. Because this work, something we really got to teach these kids as they growing up, this world do not care about you. Like, this world do not care. They want what they can get out of you, and that's it. That's it. I've gotten rid of seasonals and those I have nothing in common with. Yep. Especially lifestyle, confidence, and self-esteem. That's another one too. Storm got a Cuddy, but it ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. It's just about when I'm gonna tell y'all, the way I move through life, I got goals. I'm at a point now where I know exactly where I want to go, what I want to do, what I'm building, what I'm going to accomplish. Man, anything and anybody that ain't getting in line, I'm gonna cut them off. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Anything that's a hindrance to where I'm going and everything that God got for me, baby, they getting cut the fuck off. Mama too. If she don't get in line, I love you. I holler at you when I do. And that's my mama. I don't think she gonna go against me though. But still, but if I had a mama that was like that, oh, I would have to tell her ass too. It just, you do you guys realize You only got one life. Maybe we come back. Maybe we get I don't know. But you only got one life. The average life expectancy is what? 75, 72? For black men, is even lower, allegedly. Right? So when you think, oh, I got time, all I can do, you really don't. You really don't. So why waste time on people and things that don't matter? You don't need them. No, I honestly, and I never really did. Now, that's not to say I don't need anybody. I'm not going to say that. Or won't ever need somebody. Because people have come into my life that have helped me tremendously that I am very grateful for. And I do my best to give back as much as I can. Sometimes you can't even repay somebody. You like, I'm just grateful. You know? Some people are in their midlife, in their 30s. Yes. If you're 35, if you live to be 70, you're midlife. 50s is not midlife unless you live to be 100. But we don't like to talk about that or look at things in that way. But that's what it is. That's what it is. So why waste time on people and things that don't matter? Why let people stress you out? Why let things that you can't control stress you out? It ain't all about money. I ain't even talking about that. But like, why not do the things that you want to do? If you've always wanted to cut your hair, cut your hair. Why not? What you waiting on? You like to eat on fine china? You ain't got to wait till Thanksgiving. Cook yourself a beautiful meal and eat on your expensive china. You always wanted that car? Work and get it. You want to go to a certain place? Go there. Let me tell you something. Every year, you want to have at least one like pivotal moment, like one thing that you do that you like, oh my God, I can scratch that off the list. Last year, that was going to Africa for me. You know, this year, I don't know what it's gonna be for this year. But last year, it was going to Africa. But every year, you need to do that. Like you need to always be moving forward. That's all I'm trying to say. Always move forward. Don't get stuck. Don't get tethered. Tethered to people, tethered to old versions of yourself. Oh God. Let's talk about how when we meet people, we in certain spaces in our lives, and then when we're not in that space anymore, it's like the relationship, it's like it ain't even a relationship no more, boo. I don't even know you no more. I don't even like you no more. It's crazy. We could talk for days about this shit. This year was buying my house. We closed in June. Period. I'm 32 and finally putting my mental health first. Congratulations. Every year my goal is to stay out. You know what? Okay. I'm not mad at that, Monet John. I'm not mad at that. Them seasons, yes. Why they be mad? We be chilling. You know how many people be mad at me? You know how many people hate my guts and I ain't never met them, ain't never spoke to them, nothing. But then I realized, nah, you don't hate my guts. You actually are infatuated. I got people that have hated me so much, they start to love my ass. It just go from one end of the spectrum to the other. How's your year going so far, Storm? Beautiful. Blessed, beautiful, bountiful, amazing. That's where I'm at now. I'm working 2 jobs to obtain home ownership, period. This year for me is getting accepted to San Diego State. Hey, congrats. Next year is graduating and hopefully beating cancer again. Prayers to you. Yes, definitely beating cancer. Absolutely. My own that mom admitted she was jealous of me. My biggest op. All I did was put money in her pocket. Let me tell you something. The more money you put in her pocket, the more she became envious. Most likely. I'm sorry to hear that though, Jenny. I'm sorry to hear that. People be so obsessed I finally had the strength to leave toxic people out of my life and not be a people person. Oh, you might mean people pleaser. Yeah. Oh, baby, when you start telling people no, baby, they don't know what to do. Baby, they will start looking at you like you got 2-3 heads. When you start prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first, because sometimes you don't realize what you're doing. You don't realize it at first. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're serving people and they benefit from you neglecting yourself, they ain't gonna tell you neglecting yourself. They benefiting from it. But once you realize that and you make a change, oh my God. People look at you like you have 2-3 heads. Yep, they have temper tantrums. Yep. So you got to say all my money tied up right now. That's a fact. No means no. Yep. That's a fact. Set boundaries and watch who stays around. That's a good point. God is good always. Hey, I'm just telling you. But I also feel for me personally, so I sat back the other day and I was like, damn, I've encountered so much negativity. I mean, negativity is a part of life, but I mean, just really over the last several years. But I sat back and thought maybe that was just prepping me and preparing me for all the good God has for me and the good people he has for me. You know, in person or persons that he, do you understand what I'm saying? Like I, you know, sometimes it's like you got to go through the bad to appreciate the good. Maybe you do. You know? Because people is crazy out here. Like crazy. Q's, you were acting funny or brand new. Yep. Akira said, my dad passed in January and now I'm left with my mom. They can't stand me. But I always keep in mind, my grandma always told me that's still my mom. Yeah, that's a toxic way of thinking. That's how elder generations were, you know. And yeah, and I hate when people say that too. Like, that's still your mama. That's still your daddy. That's still I know who that is. People get me with that. Oh, that's still something. I know that. That don't mean I got to deal with them. You know, I don't get to change you, but I don't have to experience and participate in your dysfunction if I don't want to. I don't have to do that. Your right is to be who you are. My right is to figure out how and if I want to deal with you. If it's just a phone call, because that's all I can take, then I leave it there. If it's quick visits, okay, cool. If it's me not telling you about my life, okay, cool. Oh, I know you can't hold no water, so I don't tell you no secrets. If it's one of them, hey, you just got to know how to play people. But it don't make them good or bad. It just is. You know? You get to be you. I don't get to change you, but I don't have to tolerate your disrespect. You just don't. Because people know what the fuck they doing. Because when it's somebody they can't play with, they get real quiet. When it's somebody that they know will knock fire out their ass, all of a sudden they know how to talk like they got some sense. Or they'll just go about their business. I realize that about people. People know what they be doing. So don't give people grace like that. They know what they be doing. No, I told my daughter if I ever get too toxic, she doesn't owe me anything. She has to choose herself first, always. Yes. That's so true, Storm. They always say you only get one mother, and she only gets one me. Yes. Like, I know one mother, one father. Like, I know that. We all know that. Now, what did that change about that what does that change about that person's behavior? Okay, they a mama, they a daddy. Okay. I could go be a daddy tomorrow if I want to. I still have to be held accountable for my behavior. Period. Hey, family members who repeat everything. Yep. If I want the info to get out, I just would have told. Listen, if I wanted everybody to know, I just would have made a group chat and told everybody. Stormer, you coming back later? I might. But speaking of that, I'm finna actually get off here because I'm finna get something to eat. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to all my sponsors of tonight's show. After this show ends and processes, the links for all the sponsors will be in the pinned comments. Make sure you get your tickets to monetize your mouth. Okay. I can't even find my thing now. Wait, is that it? Okay, boom. There go the QR code right there for freecash.com. All right, create you a profile, get paid $10 just to sign up, as well as getting paid to play games. Why not get paid to play games? We need to get money every which way that we can. Okay, I can't find the monetize your mouth. There we go. Monetize your mouth. Make sure you got your tickets. It's a 5-night live webinar starting the 27th through the 31st. Yes, the replays will be available. So if you pay your $33, you get all 5 nights and you get the replays of all 5 nights. Come on now. That's a steal. That's literally a steal. Okay? Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. And I will catch you all. Hold up. Catch you all later.